This is Easyrig's new Vario 6. Mine has the Gimbal Vest and Stabil Medium arm, making it one of the most substantial and also expensive camera support systems that I have ever bought. Over the past few weeks, I've worn it through several long commercial shoots, tracked people through gardens and interiors, and spent an entire working day inside a greenhouse that reached 39 degrees Celsius. I've also shot some of my favourite work of the year with it. The Vario 6 can carry a massive 14 kilo camera build. My usual Komodo X-Rig weighs in at around 8 kilograms, and I can only imagine how much a 14 kilo camera must suck. But it can dampen some of that vertical movement created by walking, and it can also be adjusted while still on your back. All those specifications sound pretty impressive, but the much more useful question is what any of that actually feels like after an 8 or 10 hour day with a real payload hanging from it. So today, I want to look at what the Vario 6 actually changes, what it's like to use all day, what the Stabil Arm contributes to the footage, and whether upgrading from my Minimax was worth the considerable investment. A quick disclosure before we go any further, I bought the Vario 6 with my own money, but Easyrig did very kindly offer me a modest discount, which I was extremely grateful for, but they have no editorial influence over this episode. The Minimax was my introduction to this whole way of operating. It proved remarkably quickly that an Easyrig could be far more than an occasional piece of specialist equipment. I bought it as I began spending longer periods working handheld, often outdoors, with camera builds that had steadily grown heavier and heavier. A compact cinema camera doesn't remain especially compact once you add a proper battery, monitor, wireless video, cine lenses, maybe filtration, matte box, follow focus, handles, and all the other small pieces that make it a pleasant thing to use on a real shoot. An Easyrig suspends the camera from above and transfers all of that load through the vest into the stronger, more central parts of your body. The camera remains in your hands, so you retain the immediacy and physical character of handheld operating, while your arms are relieved of much of the static effort required to simply keep it there. For the long, observational commercial shooting I increasingly find myself doing, that support changed what I could reasonably ask of myself during a working day. I could hold shots for longer, I could stay ready between moments instead of lowering the camera whenever nothing was immediately happening. Repeating a movement several times became much less punishing, and I could operate a properly built camera without removing every accessory that made it useful. Like most of us, I'm sure, my camera builds continue to grow, and the Minimax is rated for camera systems between 2 and 7 kilos, whereas my normal Komodo X these days has crept up to around 8, but even before that, I was spending full days near the upper edge of the Minimax's useful range. Mechanically, the Minimax remained remarkably capable. The line worked, the camera remained remarkably supported, and the system did exactly what it was designed to do. But the limitations I encountered were purely physical. Its lighter vest has less padding, and it spreads the load across a much smaller area. Over a long day, I would develop sore contact points around my hips, and on a 2 or 3 day shoot, I could still feel them when I put the vest back on the following morning. By day 3, I'd find myself hesitating before fastening it. And that was the point where I began seriously looking at the Vario 6. I've now logged several projects using the Vario 6, and my views are increasingly clear. The Vario 6 is dramatically more comfortable than my Minimax was, especially around the hips. My normal 8 kilo camera build sits close to the center of its payload range, which gives me ample capacity for heavier lenses, additional accessories, and future, probably rented camera systems. The Stabil Arm makes walking shots more controlled, though it still requires careful adjustment, and I use it locked almost as often as I leave it floating. The new quick release is a significant improvement, and the on-body tension adjustment is genuinely useful. The little hanger on the rear of the Stabil Arm, which I'm using now, has made taking the system off between setups much easier than it used to be. And of course, any long shoot day where you're wearing the Easyrig all day, you're still going to feel it in your upper shoulders, but that's more down to personal strength than it is to the equipment. The Gimbal Rig Vest becomes extremely warm in hot conditions, and this is a large, conspicuous piece of equipment which demands some awareness in confined spaces. So there are definitely compromises, but there's also meaningful improvements in almost every area that I'd encountered at the limits of the Minimax system. And the biggest change has come from the vest. The Gimbal Rig Vest is considerably more substantial than the one fitted to the Minimax. The waist belt is broader, the padding is deeper, and the structure spreads the load across a much larger area of my body. It uses Easyrig's Easy Lock ratchet system around the waist, which allows the fit to be tightened very precisely. And that sounds like a fairly small change, but in practice, it gives me much more control over where the vest sits and how firmly it's connected to my body. And the fit is quite critical, because the system works best when the waist support remains properly engaged. If the belt is loose, more of the load begins to hang through the shoulders, and if it's over tightened or sitting in the wrong place, the pressure can become uncomfortable. But once you've positioned it correctly, which is very quick, the Vario 6 feels properly integrated with your body. And the load is centralized, the camera hangs in a very predictable place, and the larger belt avoids that concentration of pressure that I experience with the Minimax. It doesn't make an 8 kilo camera disappear exactly. The weight still travels through your hips, shoulders and legs. Your arms are still holding, steering and controlling the camera. You're still standing and walking for many hours, but the improvement really comes from how that weight is distributed and how that effort is distributed. With the Minimax, my hips became the obvious point of failure. The skin and tissue around the belt would become sore before the rest of my body had necessarily reached the same level of fatigue. With the Gimbal Rig Vest though, that discomfort is far less concentrated. Of course, you can feel the work across your entire body, particularly after a very long day, but the belt itself remains comfortable enough to put on again the following morning, and the morning after. And that makes such an enormous difference on consecutive shooting days. And for me personally, one of the clearest tests of support equipment like this is often how you feel about putting it back on. With the Minimax, at the weight I was asking it to carry, I'd begun to dread day 2. The Vario 6 has completely removed that hesitation. The vest also offers much more adjustment for different body shapes and sizes. The waist fit can be controlled accurately, the shoulder structure can be positioned appropriately, and the height of the system can be changed to suit the operator. I'm 6'2" or 188 centimeters, so the amount of available adjustment really matters. A shorter operator would configure it differently, and I would strongly recommend dialing it in for your own body rather than just using it as it comes out of the box. The Gimbal Rig Vest has been the right choice for my body and my work, but Easyrig does offer other vest options, including the Cinema Vest, and another operator may prefer a lighter or less structured arrangement. But for me, the additional support is the main reason the Vario 6 feels like a professional step upwards. Before we get into the Stabil Arm, a brief interruption from the sponsor of today's episode, which is me. I've built an app, and it's called ColourTemp. After repeatedly finding myself on interior shoots, surrounded by practical fixtures, decorative LEDs and dim lamps, all which looked perfectly fine to the eye, but all which produced flicker, banding, pulsing, or just general weirdness on camera. ColourTemp lets you check a fixture against the frame rate and shutter speed or shutter angle, and you can identify the problem while you're still standing beside the lamp, rather than looking back from the edit trying to fix it in post. It also provides color temperature readings as well, which is helpful when you're trying to make several practical sources behave as though somebody actually selected them deliberately. It costs considerably less than the time and frustration involved in repairing damaged footage afterwards. ColourTemp is available on the App Store now, and that's colour spelled with a U, and yes, the name Flickr was sadly taken. As you can see, mine's fitted with the Stabil Medium arm, which covers that same 4 to 14 kilo payload range as the Vario 6 itself. The arm has its own adjustable spring and a useful amount of vertical travel. As your body rises and falls while walking, the Stabil moves in response and absorbs a large part of that motion before it reaches the camera. A conventional Easyrig can exaggerate the vertical rhythm of walking because the camera is hanging from a relatively fixed suspension point above the operator. Every rise and fall of your torso travels through the line. The Stabil inserts another moving element into that path. But the surprising thing for me is how often I lock it off. The arm can be fixed at 90 degrees, giving the suspension line a much firmer starting point. For static shots, control pans, restrained tilts, and moments where I want a direct physical relationship with the camera, I frequently prefer using it that way. The camera remains fully supported, while the top of the system feels more predictable. But when I begin walking, tracking a person, or moving across uneven ground, I release the arm and use that additional dampening. And that choice has become central to the way I use the Vario 6. It's probably worth mentioning that the Vario 6 won't reproduce a Steadicam shot. A Steadicam or Trinity isolates and controls movement through a very different mechanical arrangement. A gimbal uses motors to hold the camera's orientation. Those systems produce a different style of movement and require their own skill sets, plus there's the setup time, and they come with their own operating compromises. The Vario 6 keeps the camera in my hands, just takes much of the static load away from my arms, then it gives me the option to dampen some of my vertical movement. And that exact combination suits my kind of documentary style commercial work extremely well. I can react to people, alter framing quickly, I can really still feel the weight and momentum of the camera and allow a small amount of natural movement into the image. So for me, the Stabil Arm is a must. I walk and track often enough to make use of it, but also the ability to lock it off means that I don't sacrifice the firmer response that I prefer for static operation. The revised quick release may be the least glamorous improvement on the Vario 6, although it's one of the features that I appreciate most often. The outgoing quick release on my Minimax, attaching the camera was manageable. Releasing it sometimes required the ball stud locking mechanism and suspension line to arrive exactly the correct position before anything would let go. With an 8 kilo camera hanging beneath it, that did become irritating pretty quickly. And the new quick release, I'm pleased to say, is far, far easier. The camera detaches cleanly and releases without the same struggle, and users will interact with this mechanism every time the camera moves between the Vario 6, tripod, case, or any other form of transport, so that improvement repeats itself throughout the day. For anybody used to using the previous quick release and regularly becoming frustrated with it like I did, I would put the new version very high on the upgrade list. Another small quality of life improvement that has become surprisingly important to me is the hanger on the rear, which fits neatly over a baby pin. If I'm moving regularly between tripod and Easyrig work, I can leave a sturdy stand in a safe part of the location and just hang the whole system from it. Previously, taking the Minimax off meant finding a clean section of floor, holding it down and trying to arrange the arm so it would remain where I put it without it falling over. And on a beach, a muddy location, a busy interior, or a crowded commercial set, a suitable patch of floor isn't always that easy to come by. The baby pin hanger gives the Vario 6 a proper place to go. And some jobs require me to wear the system for most of the day. On better organised shoots though, I can move between handheld, Easyrig and tripod work, and taking the vest off whenever it's not actively helping. And that's a noticeable effect on fatigue and heat. It's a pretty tiny feature, but one that I use constantly. This feels like a useful moment to say that if you enjoy camera equipment discussed after it's actually been taken through real commercial shoots, please like, maybe even hype, and subscribe to the channel. It makes a meaningful difference to the channel and it helps me justify spending this much time discussing the ergonomics of wearing a Swedish camera support backpack in a greenhouse. Between episodes, you can find me as Jack Filmed on Instagram. That's where I tend to post commercial behind the scenes material, camera builds, and smaller bits of production problem solving which never become full episodes, along with the occasional evidence that I have interests beyond arranging accessories on my cameras. The Vario 6 solves several of the problems that I had with the Minimax, but it does introduce a couple of compromises of its own. The first is heat. During the recent/current heatwave, I spent a full commercial shooting day inside a greenhouse, and the temperature reached 39 degrees Celsius, and I wore the Vario 6 for the entirety of that day. I was absolutely drenched by the end of it. The Gimbal Rig Vest has breathable sections and reasonable ventilation, though it still remains a large padded structure wrapped around your waist, back and shoulders. And anybody who spent a warm day hiking with a substantial backpack will understand the situation immediately. In terms of load distribution, the vest remains impressively comfortable. In terms of temperature, I was wearing a large camera support harness inside a greenhouse in a heatwave. Suitable clothing helps, water helps, brakes help. Taking the system off and hanging it on a stand whenever the camera moves onto a tripod helps considerably. But any substantial body-mounted support system will become warm in these conditions, which doesn't make the observation irrelevant, but it does belong as part of the appraisal. And the other compromise is the vest's bulk. The Vario 6 is a little bit larger than the Minimax, and though the Stabil Arm folds and the whole system packs away reasonably neatly, it remains a sizable piece of luggage. And this isn't something that you can squeeze into a normal camera backpack, for instance. For local work, it travels in its own bag with the rest of the support equipment, but for air travel, it would require a little bit more consideration, particularly if it needs to be checked. Once on location, the size still continues to matter a bit. The support arm extends above and behind you. Doorways, low ceilings, branches, all of those things require attention. And it's very easy to become accustomed to the camera in front of you while forgetting that the structure extends above and behind your head. Also, it's worth reiterating that my upper shoulders still ache after a long shoot day. The Gimbal Rig Vest has removed the sore hip contact points I experienced with the Minimax, though the camera's weight still passes through your body, and I feel it across the upper part of my back and what I think might be my trapezius? My traps. The Vario 6 massively improves fatigue, but it doesn't completely remove the physical demands of operating a heavy rig. Also, it's kind of conspicuous. Wearing an Easyrig communicates very clearly that professional filming is taking place. That can be reassuring on a commercial set, but it becomes less helpful when you're trying to work discreetly in public, or to keep a subject unaware of the machinery of filming around them. And of course, there are still jobs where I don't choose to use the Easyrig. I'm pretty disinclined to wear it on the water. The overhead structure, moving deck, restricted space, and the need to move freely around safety equipment make another camera configuration a much more sensible choice for that environment. And if it's just a short interview day built mainly around a tripod, probably doesn't justify bringing the Easyrig. Also, you might find that if you're running very lightweight rigs, that package might fall below the Vario 6's minimum payload, which means the Minimax would be a much better fit. The Vario 6 is a very specialist tool, but it does have a broad range of uses. That said, it still needs to be used for the correct job. The choice between the Minimax and the Vario 6 really begins with payload, but I would also consider the length and frequency of your shooting days just as carefully. The Minimax supports camera builds between 2 and 7 kilos. It's smaller, lighter, much more appropriate for genuinely compact camera systems. If your camera weighs 3, 4 or 5 kilos and you need support for shorter periods, the Minimax I think is the best option. And that's the thing that introduced me to Easyrig operating and changed the way I approach long handheld shoots. But the difficulty came when my regular payload moved towards and then beyond its upper range. My camera was heavier, my shooting days were longer, and the lighter vest became the limiting factor. The Vario 6 supports systems between 4 and 14 kilos. My current Komodo X build sits around 8, giving me substantial headroom above it. And that headroom matters for larger lenses, heavier batteries, additional accessories, and rented cameras. It also gives me the capacity to explore gimbal configurations without immediately needing to scale up to another support system. But it's the Gimbal Rig Vest that makes the more important everyday difference. It's better suited to carrying my current payload for full and consecutive shooting days. And for somebody choosing between the two systems, I would ask, what does the complete camera weigh? How long will it remain attached? And how many days do you have to wear it consecutively? How much additional equipment are you likely to add over the next few years? If your normal build is already around 6 or 7 kilos, and this is the equipment you expect to use all day, I would try the Vario 6 before committing to a Minimax. Though the Minimax may still lift the camera, the larger vest could prove much better suited to the person beneath it. The Vario 6 sits between the Minimax and the well-established Vario 5. The standard Vario 5 supports cameras between 5 and 17 kilos, and that additional capacity makes it suitable for larger cinema systems, substantial zoom lenses, and heavier gimbal arrangements. I chose the Vario 6 because my usual camera weighs around 8 kilos. 14 kilos gives me ample headroom. Moving to the larger Vario 5 would have meant carrying a heavy system for payload capacity that I don't currently need. The Vario 6 is also around 20% lighter than the Vario 5 and has been designed around the increasingly common middle ground occupied by modern owner-operator cinema cameras. A Komodo X, FX6, Burano or similar body may begin as a relatively compact camera, but by the time you've added cinema glass, a proper battery, matte box, filtration, monitor and wireless video, the complete system settles very naturally into the Vario 6's range. If the cameras I were more normally using were already approaching 13 to 14 kilos, I would have to look much more closely at the Vario 5. I wouldn't want to repeat the same Minimax experience of buying a support system and then reasonably quickly operating close to its upper limit. For my present equipment though, the Vario 6 is a much more proportionate system. I gain the new on-body tension adjustment, revised quick release, and a smaller overall package, while retaining far more capacity than my current cameras require. The Vario 6 costs enough that occasional users should seriously consider just renting one. If you have one heavy handheld project every 6 months, hire the appropriate Easyrig, select the correct vest and arm, and then return it when the shoot finishes. Ownership begins to make much more sense when long handheld days are a regular part of your work, when you need the system adjusted precisely around your body, or when immediate access affects the jobs you can confidently plan. Familiarity has a real value, and I know where the tension needs to sit for my normal Komodo X build. I know how tightly I like the waist belt, how the Stabil responds, and which shoots feel better with it locked. That makes me faster on location and more consistent in the way that I operate. The Minimax had already proved that an Easyrig deserved a regular place in my kit. The Vario 6 was an investment in a support method I already knew suited my work. That made its price much easier to justify. So all that's in service of answering the question, was the upgrade from the Minimax worth it? And obviously for me, that's a resounding yes. The Gimbal Rig Vest has made the largest difference. It distributes the load far more effectively and avoids the sore hip contact points I experienced with the Minimax, and it remains comfortable enough to put back on during consecutive shoot days. The payload range gives my 8 kilo camera plenty of room, along with the capacity for larger lenses, future systems, and maybe even a heavier gimbal arrangement that I'd like to explore. The Stabil Arm continues that versatility that I'd grown to expect. I use it locked for firm, controlled operation, then release it when I want that additional vertical dampening. For the way I shoot, I would 100% recommend the Stabil Arm. The new quick release is wonderful to use every single time you attach or remove a camera, and the on-body adjustment makes changes during a shoot much faster. The baby pin hanger sounds pretty trivial, but it's become integral to the way that I work. But the compromises are equally clear. It's expensive, it's large, and it becomes extremely warm if you're working in hot conditions. Low angle operation can be a bit awkward, and I still feel a long day across my shoulders. It has no place in some environments, on a small boat for instance, and it offers little benefit during a tripod-heavy interview day, and makes discreet filming virtually impossible. But for long, land-based commercial shoots where I want a properly built cinema camera to remain in my hands, it has become the most useful support system I own. The Minimax gave me an excellent introduction into Easyrig operating. My camera became heavier, my shoots became longer, and the demands placed on the vest grew with them. The Vario 6 was properly matched to the work I'm doing now, with enough capacity to follow wherever that work goes next. I'm Jack. Whatever this is, I'm calling Western Approaches. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.